The former Vice President, Professor Gilbert Bukenya, has continued his attack on the NRM party to which he belongs. Bringing out some of the details in his new book entitled In the Corridors of Power, Bukenya writes that he tirelessly served the NRM party for many years, unaware of its dirty dealings.
I was one of those who was lifting the heavy luggage without knowing what is in the luggage. That's why I was campaigning in Ruel like that. Here, you guys, you are lifting a big luggage, and inside it, you don't know what people are talking about. You know, for me, I never knew there is a queue of leaders. It has never been discussed in the open.
According to Bukenya, he only learned that he was among the wrong people when he decided to contest for the post of the NRM Secretary General against President Yoweri Museveni's wishes.
And I think they were seeing me taking up the position, the central control position of the Secretary General, to be taken out by an outsider was abominable. And I've written all about it. You know, when I say in this NRM party, they are good children and they are bad children, I mean exactly that.
Professor Bukenya, who joined politics as Busiro North MP, was appointed by President Yoweri Museveni as Minister for the Presidency in 1996 before he became the Vice President. But the man who served as number 2 in the hierarchy for 9 years says the office adds no value to an individual.
Bukenya is Vice President, the flags are good blowing. When it comes to discussing the nitty-gritties, is nowhere to be seen. And that's why I warn people, especially Ugandans, to be very, very careful about these statements. They tell you, hey, you know, you are this tribe, you have got this and this person. Those persons are just there as window dressing. I don't know whether the current Vice President Sekandi knows where they are cooking the meat for serving on dinner tonight.
Bukenya recalls writing and reading office memos, being sent to represent his boss at funerals and small functions until he decided to go out of his way to make an impact to the lives of the poor.
The Vice President must be impacting on communities. So that's why I diverted. And this diversion caused me problems. You know, the rice. People fought for the rice. They fought me. They really fought me on a very good project which has turned around Uganda.
From a humble background in Kachiri, Bukenya says that when he was appointed the Vice President, he had big plans to turn the education sector around, deal with Uganda's ailing health care, identify and utilize the hidden skills of the country's youth, and reactivate the defunct cooperative societies, but he was greatly disappointed.
You can ask those who started with him. They changed nothing. Did you expect me to be a big bulldozer?
In spite of all this, Bukenya recognizes President Yoweri Museveni's contributions to the country since 1986. Some of the great things Bukenya will remember fondly about Museveni are his restoration of peace, boosting the country's economy, and allowing freedom of speech.
1994, 1995, 1996, he was one of those key golden leaders in Africa. So I'm not stupid not to understand all this. But what I'm saying, one does his best and then he moves on. In my language, we say the best dancer does not dance until he has collapsed. He dances, you dance, then you move, and those who don't know how to dance, they also started dancing.
In his book, which will be launched next month, Bukenya walks down memory lane, recording how he rose to the rank of the Vice President and how he was brought down. He describes it as a super book that will give insight into politics and educate the young generation on how to go about political affairs. Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Parliament.